Trying to save the kids.
Wow, good for you. I always thought that was such a cool summer job.
It's a fun job.
I had the like snowball stand kind of summer job, you know,
Yeah.
like a lot of people have around here.
That's a good one.
Yeah, lifeguard classic though, and yeah, sounds like a good opportunity. Right now, 82 degrees in New Orleans, blue skies. Look at this dew point in the 50s. This is really nice, dry air. It's not super bone dry like fall cold front kind of dry air, but it's definitely a pleasant feel for a lot of us for southeast Louisiana and Mississippi. Here's the rest of the weekend. Temperatures tonight eventually bottoming out in the 60s, maybe even close to 60 degrees north of the lake. So it could be a bit cool to start the day on Sunday. Fun to say that in late May. 87 expected for the high tomorrow. And then for Memorial Day, we'll look for middle to upper 80s and 60s to around 70 to start the day. And both days, actually, I think we will hang on to that slightly drier, less humid feel. Temperatures right now in the 80s and our high today only about where you see it, mainly lower to middle 80s. And with that movement in the air, this easterly wind, it really felt pretty nice. I hope you thought so. And then through this evening, it should feel very pleasant too. By 8 and 9 o'clock, we're getting into the 70s. And then overnight, again, eventually getting into the 60s. Our live radar again quiet, but I was showing you earlier we had a few showers and storms off the coast. A few of those migrated inland, especially south of the lake. Heading into tonight, not really seeing a whole lot for rain potential, just maybe a stray shower the next day or so possible. Here is this dry air. This is available moisture in the atmosphere, and we'll go forward in time. All the blues and purples indicating just dry air when you go up in the atmosphere. So this is fast forwarding through Sunday, through Monday, still a pretty dry feel. But look at this. This is moisture starting to sneak in as we get into the work week. And by maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we may be back with a slightly muggier feel. In the upper atmosphere, this is our pattern. This is a low pressure area that almost got cut off, and it's just going to be swirling here over the eastern part of the U.S. through the next couple of days. And so around this low, it circulates that way. You can see we will continue with basically north flow. That is from land, of course, instead of southerly flow where we get that moisture increasing from the Gulf of Mexico. Now, when we fast forward through the week, this takes us into Wednesday and Thursday. You saw on our moisture map, the moisture and humidity coming up. We are going to be seeing a little bit more of a different influence, a different shift in our pattern where we're going to be warmer and more humid. It doesn't look terrible, but it will be a change compared to what we're seeing now. Tonight, dry and pleasant. Temperatures north of the lake, 60s, south of the lake, about 69 or 70. And then tomorrow, there might be a stray shower, kind of like today, but I think it should continue with not too humid and partly cloudy conditions with our highs middle to upper 80s. Overall, really pleasant day for your Sunday. So here we are, and then dropping off into the 70s for the evening. Greek Fest is happening this weekend, and wow, what great weather we were treated to for Greek Fest this year. Temperatures in the 80s tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., partly cloudy. Remember sunscreen, I think that's about it. 70s for evening, should be a really pleasant day. And by the way, a lot of you may be heading for a day trip or maybe an overnight trip out to the beaches along Mississippi, Alabama, into Florida. I mean, it looks great. Temperatures in the 80s, mostly sunny skies and that slightly drier feel. So just great weather really to talk about for this Memorial Day weekend. Heading into the work week, we're expecting our temperatures to edge up a bit, maybe closer to 90, and also we'll introduce some rain chances as we get that slightly higher humidity. That could start Wednesday with maybe a 30% chance for some spotty rain. And I kept our rain chances at the end of the week near about 40%, just for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, a little more of that more typical summer feel for the start of June. After